When you arrive at the member's home, retrieve the rear guard box from the member and be sure to bring the tools that you will need to complete the installation. The rear guard is heavy. Be careful during handling and unboxing as not to drop it and cause damage to the rear guard. Tools needed: safety gloves, a torque wrench with a 5mm bit, a micro ratchet with a 5mm bit, diagonal snips, and a stubby Phillips head screwdriver. Unboxing the rear guard. Cut the tape along the box lid and open the box fully. Next, remove the packing cardboard from around the rear guard, but don't discard that cardboard. Use it as a padding to rest the rear guard on. The box contains the rear guard, fabric clips, 5mm screws, and member documents. If any of these items are missing or further support is required, contact the number on screen. Before installing the rear guard, perform a safety inspection. If it is not already plugged in, you should plug in the Tread Plus. Ensure that the power cable is seated in the power inlet and that the power switch to the Tread Plus is in the on position. You can also press the wake button to wake the Tread Plus if the power is already on. Test the incline by adjusting the incline knob on the Tread Plus. Warning: do not stand on the Tread Plus during the safety inspection to avoid falling or bodily injury. Start the speed test by adjusting the speed knob on the Tread Plus. Wait for the Person Detect feature to slow the tread track down to a complete stop. Perform a safety key test by setting the speed to 1 mile per hour. Once the belt is up to speed, remove the safety key from its cradle. Confirm that the belt comes to a complete stop before returning the safety key to its cradle on the handrail. Do not continue with the following steps if the safety key feature is not functioning properly. Before proceeding to the next step, raise the incline to 7%. Once the safety tests are complete, flip the power switch to the off position and remove the original power cable from the Tread Plus and wall outlet. Next, remove the rear guard plastic pin sheath and use it to cover the pins on the original power cable. Place the original power cable in the tool bag. Just make sure that it is not left in the member's possession. Gently pull the fabric panel away from the rear end cap of the Tread Plus. There are 4 fabric clips that will need to be cut. Using the diagonal snips, cut the fabric clips between the Tread Plus frame and the fabric panel. Remove any leftover pieces of plastic from the fabric clips. When pulling the fabric panel back, you will see a tethered elastic strap connected to the Tread Plus frame. Simply untether the strap. Gently fold in the fabric panel portion towards the Tread Plus frame. Make sure to repeat this step on the other side of the Tread Plus. Using the 5mm bit and micro ratchet, remove the 2 lower end cap bolts. Next, remove the 2 upper end cap bolts. Discard the removed screws and do not leave any inside of the deck. Wearing safety gloves, you can now remove the end cap from the Tread Plus. Repeat this step on the other side. With the Tread Plus end caps now removed, place the rear guard at the rear of the Tread Plus. Make sure to align the conduit along the length and toward the front of the Tread Plus. Keep the rear portion of the conduit in line to make sure it does not become stuck or damaged. Next, slide the rear guard onto the Tread Plus. Use the new 5mm bolts along with the 5mm micro ratchet and begin to secure the rear guard in place by installing the 2 bottom bolts and 2 upper bolts to the rear guard end cap. Using the torque wrench and 5mm bit, Torque all 4 bolts to specification. Do not use power tools to torque these bolts. Repeat this step on the other side. If the mounting points between the deck and the rear guard are not lining up, remove the rear guard. On one side of the rear guard, there are 2 3mm screws that you can remove that allow you to adjust alignment of the mounting points. After adjustment, replace the 3mm screws and reinstall the rear guard. Open the rear guard panel and remove the rubber guards from both the right and left sides of the panel. These can come in either black or white. Do not forget to remove these rubber guards, as they will affect functionality of the Tread Plus. Close the rear guard panel and take the rubber guards to discard later. Install the power conduit. Secure the tubing from both ends into the magnetic bracket. Then seat the conduit and magnetic bracket under the frame of the Tread Plus. Using the stubby Phillips head screwdriver, remove the screw closest to the front of the Tread Plus, just in front of the power inlet. Dispose of this screw and use the new one included with the rear guard to secure the power conduit to the deck. The screw fits into the slot at the front of the power conduit. Fully tighten the screw until the assembly is flush with the deck. Next, the new power cable can be seated into the base of the Tread Plus. Note, the new power cable insert has red spring clasps that hold the power cord securely in the power inlet. Warning: if the magnetic holder and cable conduit assembly are not flush against the deck, disconnect the conduit from the magnetic holder and repeat step 7. Do not continue to the next step until the magnetic holder and cable conduit assembly are flush against the deck. Once the power conduit is in place, the technician will plug in and turn on the Tread Plus to run the rear guard safety checks. Warning: do not stand on the Tread Plus during the following steps to avoid falling or bodily injury. Verify installation by setting the incline to its max at 15%. Once the Tread Plus has finished inclining, set the speed to its max at 12.5 miles per hour. After some time, the Person Detect feature should sense that no one is on the Tread Plus and bring the belt to a complete stop. Time to perform the rear guard test. Set the speed to 2 miles per hour. Once the Tread Plus is up to speed, gently drop the rear guard panel to ensure the power disconnects and the Tread Plus powers down. Place the rear guard panel back in its original position and confirm that power is restored to the Tread Plus. Repeat the safety key test by setting the speed to 1 mile per hour. Remove the safety key from its cradle and confirm that the belt comes to a complete stop before replacing the safety key. Once the safety tests are complete, install the new fabric panel clips. On the fabric panel, make sure to reattach the elastic tether to the Tread Plus frame before clipping the fabric panel back in place. Insert 4 new clips into the fabric panel and snap them into the deck. After placing the 4 fabric clips, gently contour the rear portion of the fabric panel to seat it in the end cap. Repeat this on the other side of the Tread Plus. The Tread Plus requires at least 78.7 inches or 2 meters behind the rear of the unit, and at least 2 feet or 60 centimeters at each side, and at the front of the deck. Never block the rear guard with objects or place close to a wall to ensure the safe operation of the rear guard. Make sure the power cord is not coiled under the unit, and make sure to route the power cord away from the feet and the incline wheel. A coiled power cord can easily get caught on the incline wheel, causing permanent damage or fire risk. The member documents that come with the rear guard should be handed to the member or placed on the Tread Plus for visibility. These documents are not only important for the member, but for Peloton as well. Ensure that all packaging is taken from the member's home and discarded. Other items that need to be discarded are the original power cable, original end caps, and any possible broken fabric clips. Complete the post-installation checklist and discuss it with the member. Remember that the member's safety, health, and satisfaction is what we want to ensure.